What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Reel Hunting. We're here for the good reels, so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad. The Brett Man's right over here. Of course, we're right in the middle of Good Reel Hunting 2021. We're going to be celebrating Halloween all month long. It's been a great time so far, so we're glad you're here to join us today as we're going to be watching Halloween Kills, which just came out this past Friday, Thursday, however you want to spin it. Brett, man, we're going to watch it, man.
Yeah, we're hoping we're gonna like it more this time around. This will be my third rewatch, or the third time watching this. Brad, what about you?
This is my second time watching it. I saw
Okay.
it in theaters Thursday night, and this will be my just my second time watching it through. So, it didn't honestly it disappointed me, man. I didn't really have a lot of interest to go right back into it like I did with 2018. That one I watched in theaters a few times, but either way, we had the opportunity for Peacock here today, so we kind of just we're still planning on doing a spoiler discussion with Chris, just full on out spoiler discussion, but this is kind of gonna be another little segment of that as well, where we're going to go through. Obviously, we're going to watch the movie together and just give our thoughts as we go through. We're going to be watching it on Peacock.
Yeah, exactly, man. And so thank you, Peacock, for allowing us to do this. And you want to go ahead and just look at the movie facts real quick while the people are just making on their way in here?
Yeah, let's look it up.
All right, and just to know, guys, these are just weekend numbers. So this ain't, the usual full year and or so on. This is just only for the weekend.
Ooh, baby. Yeah, man, it's got the 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb, 39 as a number that continues to drop on Rotten Tomatoes, and 72 audience score. Which is, I guess, acceptable, but it's a little bit lower than I would have anticipated, I guess, because a lot of people do seem to like this thing. That from being on Killer Flicks and everything on Facebook. Of course, budget's way up this time compared to 2018, and made some money over the weekend. Very impressive, 50 million opening weekend so far, and it's still kind of obviously that's still growing. So.
And
so
that's great because even with Peacock being on stream, that's still super impressive to make $50.4 million in domestic.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, definitely getting that budget back, and I think it's going to continue to wreak havoc for the rest of the month, which is fine. If these movies continue to make money, they'll make more movies one way or another, even if it's not in this timeline or whatever. If they do something else with it, but which I'm not going to complain about.
Absolutely not. So let's check out the chat here and see who all is here. We got Chris Snyder in the house. We got Kyle from Fleet's House of Horror. We got Video Tasties and Gareth, Bacon Pew Pew, Miss Carter, Flame Forward Fluff.
Oh, I saw.
Destiny's here. What's going on? And Byron, what's going on?
What is up? What a fun crew we have here today. Chris said he saw this movie 40 years ago, but it's been a long 40 years. But evil's going to die tonight, my friend. Evil's going to die tonight.
And we're going to just go ahead and let you all know there will be a drinking game. Brad doesn't even know about this yet. For every time they say evil dies tonight or 40 years ago, we got to take a shot.
Yes, I got you want me to take a shot? Fine, I'll take a shot. I got some New Belgium here, some Voodoo Ranger pumpkin ale. This beer is actually this beer, not the pumpkin one, but the regular Voodoo Ranger IPA is actually in the movie, being from a North Carolina brewery, where David Gordon Green is from North Carolina. So he threw that in as just kind of an Easter egg to his home state, I think.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just a fun fact. It's a good beer. Chris pointed that out to me over the weekend. So and it tastes good too.
Chris knows his beer, so that does not come as a surprise to me.
Yeah, Asheville, North Carolina brewery, and and of course they filmed some in the Carolinas as well, both of them, I believe. North Carolina primarily for this one, but yeah.
And I see the Wolfman Making Movie C's in the house too. So guys, we're going to give you about 2 more minutes to load up your Peacock accounts and get this movie paused at 0 seconds. That's where I have mine. Brad, is that where you have yours?
Yes, 0 seconds on Peacock. There is a quick ad at the beginning, just kind of promoting Peacocktober or whatever it's called. I skipped that, and I'm on the actual movie 0 seconds.
Yeah, so be sure. Let me go ahead and check mine just to make sure.
And there's going to be another little Peacock ad at the beginning, but that's fine. The main one is the 30-second little ad they have at the beginning. But I got 000 out of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 13 seconds here pulled up on the movie.
Okay, hold on a minute. Oh, so are you going to be playing it with that little Peacock ad that begins at the beginning?
The little one that's I mean not the 30-second ad that comes up as soon as you click play, but on the it's actually ingrained into the time here.
Okay,
so
that's
if you're
what
showing,
I have.
Yeah, 000 out of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 13 seconds.
All right, just want to double check, and let's go. Let me read some of these comments right here. Video Tasty saying cinema dies tonight. Bacon Pew Pew with the Carolinas represent. Halloween Kills tonight, midnight. Oh gosh,
tonight, midnight.
And Byron says I enjoyed it. 9.5 out of 10. Damn, that's really awesome for you to rate it that high. Unfortunately, me and Brad kind of agree that we don't rate it that high, but maybe with this newer watch and talking with you guys while we're watching the movie, it might go up just a little bit more.
Yeah, man. Obviously anytime somebody loves a movie, regardless, I think that's fantastic, and I'm really pumped that this is that high for you, man. For sure.
Cole?
Cole's in the house, man. He watched this movie the other day. Yesterday, actually, I think.
I just want to see if there's any other. Nope, I think we are good. Chat, let me know if you guys are ready. We'll give it one more additional minute, and then we'll go ahead and hit play because I want to try to end this before 6.
Yes, and of course, if you're just listening in here and you haven't seen the movie, obviously there's gonna be spoilers in here for the movie because we're gonna be playing it here and watching it. So just be aware of that if you're just here hanging out and you haven't seen it yet or whatever.
Yeah. So if this is your first watch, just be very, very aware that we will be talking spoilers before they actually happen on screen.
It's possible. I'll try not to do anything crazy, but you never know what's going to happen live. So I'll try to kind of just talk about what's happening or what's already happened. But
all right. And, we got somebody new in the chat here. Let me get his comment up. No, that's Byron's. Paul Thames, welcome to the channel, my friend. I heard the new Loomis kept messing his lines up so much they shot his thing 6 times.
I did the line 6 times. I got it right, I bet.
I said it right from the heart 6 times. Oh, man, that's great. And, again, welcome to the channel. So, guys, if you are ready, I know I'm ready. Brad, I know you're ready. You want me to go ahead and do the countdown?
I'm ready, Jeff. I'm ready when you are.
All right. Yeah, Hefe, man. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play.
All right. So, yeah, there's a little Peacock thing, a little quick second thing. And now we're in.
All righty. We get the Universal logo up.
And you're already getting this great score from Johnny Boy Carpenter right here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Synth. I love that.
Let's see here. And the reason I'm looking down, guys, because I'm reading your all's chats, so I'm not ignoring anybody. Let's see here. Has anyone called dibs on Kyle Richards as Lindsay? She's my new crush. And Desi's already calling Cameron. Well, a little bit of ahead of the game there, Destiny.
Yeah, man.
Wait, is that too soon?
Yeah, it's a little too soon.
Sorry. Sometimes I get that. I got a little bit of what we call the twist sense of humor.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
These logos, man.
And now Chris calls dibs on Allison. Okay, Destiny told me to stop, so I'm going to stop. Sorry.
This, oh, fuck. What's going on here?
And Bacon Pee gave this a 4 out of 5 on his first watch. And now he's seen it about 3 times now, and he doesn't know. Damn, I lost my place. Okay, there we go.
This opening, I did not expect to jump straight here,
Yeah, I know. I thought we were going to get like straight to the lorry driving away.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, they
That's
were.
This is a random way to start, dude. Starting off with Cameron here.
Yeah, I know. Like, I figured they would play this on like after the opening credit or something like that.
Nice
Oh,
callback though.
oh, and yeah, like just my big concern with this is I thought Hawkins got ran over. So how the hell did he survive a neck stab and getting run over by a car?
His legs got ran over like a mofo. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That can work.
his legs are definitely have to be shattered though. I don't know. This was not of all the things we've seen, this is just a weird kind of start to the movie. But we'll see, here as time goes on, this movie actually has like 4 different openings. It's really a mess and choppy at the beginning.
But what we're about to see is what we call pure brilliance and one of my highs in the movie.
Yeah, definitely. But Hawkins is alive, man. That I like.
Yeah, because I do like his character from Halloween 2018.
Yeah, I was really sad when they killed him off in the last movie.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Here we go. Flashback. Classic text right there. Oh, he looks so badass.
I know. I'm a few seconds behind. I kind of had a hiccup, but yeah, the music here is what I really like too. When you get to the flashback, it plays the shape stocks.
Yes,
and this is perfect use of Michael right there with the lighting.
Perfect lighting, and I love they up-tempoed the music more just to make it its own thing, versus just exactly copying 78.
I wonder if there's a way I can jump ahead 10 seconds.
They got that 10-second button.
Beautiful. There we go.
Hawkins.
The set design here this looks like Halloween 2. The little alleyway he's walking through in Halloween 2. It's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And the police uniforms for the time frame, the time period here it's on par with what we saw before. It's fantastic.
Killed the bad guy. Chris says Hawkins lives. Let it go, Bert. No, I can't let that go. And then Dangum and Destiny left just because she couldn't handle my jokes anymore. But I think she's still here, so I appreciate you forgiving me so quickly. And
what else? Damn, poor little birdie scared another one away with your puns.
And then Flameflower says Hawkins survived drilling on an asteroid with Bruce Willis. He's a tough mofo. Okay, and Destiny is still here. So again, thank you for still being here. And I promise to stop with the jokes. For Cameron, not for anybody else.
I tell you, I love the look of this though, man.
Oh, dude, it feels so 70. Oh, okay, I absolutely hate this.
Yeah, I didn't really like this sequence either.
Is that Carrot Top in the back?
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. Lonnie was the bully, in 78. This doesn't make any sense.
I know, like you don't bully the top bully, It
I know these kids. These kids are a little bit older, but it's still. I don't know. And who does that?
If Bish slaps him.
Yeah, the Mulaney's. That's the O'Doyle's cousins, man. O'Doyle rules.
Let's see here. What's up, Keeney Gore? How are you doing, buddy?
What's up, my friend?
Man, the chat is booming today, so thank you.
I love it, man. Keep booming. Like how they just left those kids on the side of the road, dude.
I know, right?
Good luck.
Like, fend for yourselves. Let's see here. Mega Movie C says, "Is it me or did that bullet bounce off Michael?"
It might have. I don't know. That's kind of where I was skipping around there a little bit. Look at this lighting here, though.
Oh, I know, dude. Like Chris touched on it on the non-spoiler review, is that the cinematography is excellent.
And the vibes here, there's a lot of leaves on the ground, good fall vibes. Halloween decor everywhere. I really like this. This is really on par with 78. This is impressive.
I so badly wanted Lonnie to say here, "Are you a giant?"
Now, and this is perfect use of Michael. This is consistent with what we see in 78 when he is kind of there and then he disappears just kind of weirdly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like, why did they go away with that? You know?
That's beautiful.
The Boogeyman. Oh, we get that classic piano score.
I know. It's perfect.
I even like young Hawkins, the actor, like who they cast to play Hawkins. I thought he did a really good job in this.
I did too. And I tell you, I love this. The look at the Myers house here too. Again, very consistent.
Yeah, like with that glass break right there where that thing's still hanging there.
Great attention to detail, man.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see this whole movie right here in this time frame, you know?
Yeah, like kind of like let this be Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Because they did use footage in Halloween 2, and we'll point that out when that happens.
Even that's a callback, a nice callback.
Well, it's not nothing. It's a fucking dead dog.
Like he could hit him anyway.
They could be stormtroopers.
Yeah, Hawkins could for sure, man. He went to stormtrooper school. This is great. There's actually a little bit of tension here with this scene. That's spot on with the look, man.
Oh, I do. I know, man.
That looks like just the same way it did when Loomis and Brackett were walking through, you know?
Mm-hmm. And before we get that epic speech, one of the best speeches in cinema history. I saw a comment here. Bet Halloween ends, jumps forward like 10 years. Laurie dies and Allison is now the new Laurie. Actually, from what I hear, it's 3 or 4 year time jump. So Laurie is definitely going to be in it. Okay, 4 years, yeah, because it'll be 2022 and they'll do mask and stuff, which Michael will be a good human being and wearing his mask.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll change mask. I don't know what's going to happen with it. We're definitely going to be doing some Halloween Ends videos over the next, 12 months here for sure.
Oh, predictions, yeah, especially for Good Will Hunting 2022.
Yeah, definitely.
Where nothing exciting ever happens.
He came out of nowhere, man.
Dude, and being brutal right off the bat, too.
The look here is great. This looks fantastic.
Yeah, like major props for all the people behind this flashback.
When he was choking him, it was very consistent with the way he looked in when he was choking Laurie in 78.
Yes, I was going to make a comment on that. Good eye.
Not a good shot.
Poor shot.
The music, though, is on point.
And I forgot who said it. I heard it. Somebody say it that they should have shot Michael, like shoot in the leg area versus like trying to shoot in the neck.
Well, I think he was trying to shoot Michael, in the head. But, it wasn't a good shot.
He's no Hawkeye. There's Loomis.
So far, the music is just perfection.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, everything with this flashback's perfection, except for the whole kids thing of Lonnie and Scrawny.
I do like how this builds up Hawkins' character even more than we already had, though, which I think is probably the biggest takeaway from this whole flashback and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And Byron asked I just saw the comp. Where did it go? What happens to Lindsay and Halloween ends? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's going to be another thing. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna start. Obviously preparing. Look at Loomis here. Ah, God dang it!
Looks great.
Keep having issues freezing up.
Did Michael kill again? And Desi said cringe line. What was the cringe line? Was it Michael Killigan or what was it?
I think it was when he said Haddonfield, Illinois, where nothing exciting happens or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I do. Chris Snyder pointed this out, and I think Braden too, with the crane shot, kind of representing the '78 when he was a kid.
Just like it, yeah, it's just like it. And what I really liked was when Loomis was coming out of the door, his mannerisms were just exactly like Donald Pleasance. The way he was walking around out the door, that was really cool. And this music is kind of cool here. A new take.
Yeah, like makes it its own thing.
Cole Loveday says that nobody could aim or think rationally. And you know what? I like that. I can respect that. I think that's kind of realistic, honestly. A lot of times you see these people come out here and do these, unrealistic shots. You just fucking shot your partner in the neck there, and now you're trying to shoot down a moving target. And obviously there's some realism there. I think that I kind of appreciate. It's kind of funny to watch it, but it's kind of real.
And what's up, Gary? How are you doing? And Brad, you hit it with the whole like Haddonfield, nothing exciting happens sign.
Okay, awesome.
And then let's see here. Does anybody ever really think rationally or shoot accurately in slasher? Oh, is that the one you just got?
It was that must have been a response to the one that I just got.
Okay, from King and Gore.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Flame for Fluff says they were very wise to cast Jay from Wham for this flashback scene. Dude, they should have, man. That would have been fantastic.
That would have been absolutely beautiful, man. I did see Kyle Flett's in the house here. He says they use practical effects for Loomis. They work solid. I think CGI would have been a little wonky there. I can appreciate them finding somebody like, that looks similar enough to just you can look past a recast more so than CGI, I think. Kind of the same thing with Dr. Sleep, right? Where they just recast all their roles from The Shining.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't have any issue with that.
Yeah, if it's used correctly, I have no issue with that.
Cole says, don't shoot your partner in the neck in the first place. That's a great idea.
We got our OG cast having some drinks, having a good time.
So this is like the third opening to this movie so far. We're bouncing all over the place. This is one of my negatives about the movie is how choppy and the story is. And it starts here at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that ain't the cringiest thing about this particular opening. Like this potential opening is when Tommy gets on stage here in a minute.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was just at this point, the flashback, I was like, that was badass, but everything else is going on here. I'm just like, I don't know. I really just want to kind of get back to Halloween and the House of Fire that we saw in the trailer.
Mm-hmm. That's how I wanted to start the movie.
Voodoo.
Voodoo beer.
Yep.
Yeah, and Byron's spot on with this. I was hoping Marion was going to give us more information about Dr. Loomis and Dr. Sartain. Yeah, I wanted that.
So there's the New Belgium brewery I was just telling you about right there on tap for the Voodoo Ranger. But yeah, I agree, Brett. Now this guy I liked, Lonnie's dad, or Lonnie, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the adult version of Lonnie in this movie.
Yeah, same here. He was an interesting character to like really focus on.
He's kind of fun, Yeah, this part's a little silly.
I'd rather hear the whistling.
Yeah, the whistling would have been cooler. Gary says the humor landed more in this one. I think so too. It felt at times it felt a little less forced, and it was at least in better spots. Gareth says Tommy's character doesn't improve from here. That's definitely true.
That is absolutely true. And Flamethrower Fluff with a great comment. If Brett would have wrote this, the partner's last words would be, you're a real pain in the neck. You damn right I put that in there. That's why I was immediately written off said.
Couldn't be farther from the truth, my friend.
You said my father.
Now, I don't mind the performance from Anthony Michael Hall in the role. I just, as we get into this thing, I'm just not a fan of his character, as we discussed in our
his
review.
character. His character was poorly written. And here's the footage from Halloween 2. Right.
I'm probably gonna have to get caught up again. Yeah.
There's the wrench.
Yeah, I like the way they show that 81 footage.
Yeah, like I didn't blame him for using those little flashbacks from the old movies, just kind of as a memory chip of, oh, hey, these are who these guys are.
Here's what I don't get though: is why the fuck are these like? I mean, maybe they hang out on anniversaries or whatever, but like, why is Marion hanging out with Tommy and Lindsay? Why? I mean, why are they all hanging out anyway? That's one thing. Marion was like a full-on adult in '78. Obviously, she's way older, and she really wouldn't have any, because she didn't come back later in the movie in '78. She really wouldn't even have any reason to be here,
Unless if they met at like a what's the where you get in those little groups after trauma happens, like a support group.
Yeah, you can, but her part was just so small in '78. She was just there at the beginning, and then done. It doesn't make sense for them to be.
Movie was so small.
Yeah, honestly, and that's another thing. This is how I expected the movie to start. Except for maybe the flashback. This would have been a good opening if you would have started here. But I think it just seems so obvious that they just pulled all these characters back for fan service, and that was really the only thing. They didn't really write a way for them to be in there organically, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the newer characters hardly even got to engage with the OG characters too. Like the newer characters that we care about, not like the nurse couple.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I of course it's fun having them back and fun seeing them, but I just wish they would have been written into the story a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
This is all shot really well though.
Mm-hmm, yeah, this is great. Even though we saw most of this in the trailer. Yeah, Gary said he wished that Marion would have survived and that her death was too comedic.
It did, yeah, it did seem a little off. This was cool.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the kills later on are just not what you would expect them to be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll get to certain kills. See, that was a good one.
The music here is good again,
and the mask looks great.
That head tilt's good. This is James Jude is really making his making a case for best Michael here once again.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting till it ends before I officially decide on it, but he's really damn close. Oh, they have no. I love this.
Now, I think I heard on the Blu-ray they're going to cut this scene out.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. The fire protection and whatever.
This is a cool little moment where he's just looking them all down, and they're like, "All right, let's do this." Now, Cole brought up a good point yesterday when we were talking about it when he was watching it. He said, "Why the fuck did these guys fight them one at a time instead of all pouncing on them with all their shit?"
Yeah, I heard that from a stream, 1 to 2 streams I watched yesterday with Braden and Matt Fauci's. Somebody brought that up too.
And that's bullshit too. That freaking water cannon would have blown him away.
Well, again, this is supernatural, Michael.
I do love the way the shots here, the lighting on Michael once again.
And it would have been splattering on the camera.
Yeah, it would have been easy to. God dang, buffering all the time. It would have been easy to make it, to put more lighting on him and make him stand out a little bit more. But I'm glad they didn't.
Mm-hmm. Share bracket, Laurie.
Now they're
Josh, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Josh from Ken Blood Media.
What's up, Josh? Brian says, who do you pick to play Dr. Loomis type character as the grandson of him? 4 choices for a Dr. Loomis type character: James McAvoy, Ben Kingsley, Hugo Weaving, and Gary Oldman. I like Gary Oldman a lot.
Ooh,
but James McAvoy, off that list, I would go with James McAvoy. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I could go with James McAvoy because he's good at playing like 21 different types of personalities, like from Split.
Yeah, I think in the script for Halloween Returns, didn't they have Gary Oldman kind of
that would have been sick.
Written out in the script to play Loomis, I think. Kind of a cameo at the end to kind of set up the next one. I think that that could have been cool. I do like this moment. Sorry, Bert, man.
No, you could go right ahead.
I was going to say I like this moment because in 2018, you never really felt the fact that Peanut Butter Penis Boy died. They never really even thought about it. Obviously shit was hitting the fan, so you can write that off for that. But he just kind of died. Nobody cared. So I'm glad they put this moment in here to let the wife, Judy Greer, kind of grieve a little bit and show that she, it adds a little bit more to his character, I think.
Yeah, but they're grieving together right here now.
This was kind of reminiscent of Laurie getting surgery in Rob Zombie's Halloween too.
Yeah, and you kind of see like some of the Rob Zombie-ness of like the details of like surgeries and stuff.
Yeah.
See,
nice
this
moment.
And this is what I don't like. They went back to Karen like being, the soft person, and at the end she's a badass. I want her just like to stay badass. Well, except for there, but I'm talking about after that scene. That's when she goes back to her regular Karenisms from Halloween 2018.
Yeah, I didn't mind that really at all. Again, it gives you that moment of grieving. This was my wife's favorite part of the movie right here. I thought this was good too. It was actually genuinely funny.
Laurie Wolf. Fuck you up.
She's pretty good with this drone, man. Those things are hard to fly, especially inside.
Hey, I remember the one you flew, and then your dog got it.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
What the fuck was?
So Dave McCrae pointed out this was actually going to be where the Nick Castle cameo was going to be, but they cut it out of the movie.
Cut it out. Yeah, thank goodness. See, I wanted Nick Castle to at least have a tiny role.
He does do the breathing in the movie, though. All of it.
I wonder in the Blu-ray if they'll re-include his scene.
Definitely, yeah.
I feel like that'd be nice.
Nice little suspense here, too.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her bottle, dude. She's ready to kick a little ass.
Michael's ready to kick a little ass, too.
He said, don't turn these lights on.
What the fuck does he... What? Who gives a shit?
Brutal as
Oh,
fuck, dude.
God, man. Like, I love Brutal Michael, too.
I do too, man. They're definitely up in the gore in this movie, man.
Yeah, we haven't seen gore like this since Rom Zombies.
Music is great. Man, he looks good.
This is a great kill.
Who does that? There's knives all over the place, and he's gonna get a fucking light bulb. Only Michael.
Hey, he's an artist, man. Oh, I love that shadow shot right there of his mask.
I do too. That is gnarly, though. He
Here's
was
the worst part.
really into breaking light bulbs. He did it in the bathroom. He must have really liked it.
Hey, light is his weakness.
Not anymore. It's not. And not only this, they're gonna have to worry about Dirty Diana from Lights Out now too.
Oh gosh, yeah, they're screwed. Yeah, here's the worst part: is Sandra is still barely alive to see Michael go to work.
Yeah, this scene's done well. It really shows Michael as more of a menacing character, more so than we've seen him at any point. Just having fun, with this at this point.
Mm-hmm. And he's pissed too.
And I genuinely I could see Michael doing this, in the original movie. I don't think this is a stretch for his character. Just because he's curious, he's just out there digging around.
Hey, at least he found his knife that he's gonna fuck people up with.
He's just like, yeah, that's what he's doing, man. Is he saying, this knife's no good?
Not this one. Hey, this is a pretty good one. Full of shit. Flame for Fluff. Serious question. Why in the holy fuck is Karen wearing an actual Christmas sweater on Halloween night? Brad? Oh, Brad is gone. So I didn't know that, but so Flame Floor, I'll go ahead and answer your question, and we'll get Brad's thoughts when he comes back. I think Karen was wearing the Christmas sweater because of the fact that Halloween is a real bit of she's never really had happy memories with Halloween, so that's probably she wearing a Christmas sweater because it brings more happier memories to her. So
sorry, boys. I had to, boys and gals, I should say, had a phone call to get.
Good. Oh no, you're good, man. Let me repeat the question Flame for Fluff asked.
Okay.
He says, serious question, why in the holy fuck is Karen wearing an actual Christmas sweater on Halloween night?
What did you say that it was because she's not a fan of Halloween and she's kind of against it or whatever?
That's what I said, because it's just so many bad memories. Because again, living with Lori and Lori telling the stories on Halloween night.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think it was more just she's obviously, Halloween has been something that's always not been a good time for her.
Destiny says it's because they mentioned how her family should skip to Christmas in 2018, and Karen hates Halloween. Yeah. Yeah, like I agree with that, Destiny. That if I were Karen, I don't blame her. Then, Maverick, what's going on, Maverick? You're new to the channel. Who would win in a fight, Jeannie Wakeman from Malatar or Michael Myers, the YouTuber? XJ10 thinks Jeannie Wakeman would win, but Michael has super healing cells.
I don't know what.
Yeah, it's like I am not familiar with Malatar or Meltar.
Yeah, I'm not either. So I'm going to go with Michael because I think he's badass.
Oh yeah, same here.
What's your timestamp at the moment, Brett?
I am 32 minutes and 5 seconds. 6, 7, 8.
Perfect. All right, cool. Here's the random dude. I swear, this whole side splot. What the fuck? Were they?
Yeah, like they're like if they were like have like similar build, I can possibly see that, but they are totally different. Oh, there's totally Linda.
Totally. I like all these little callbacks to the old characters, though. Seeing them again.
Julian, the
and this is great.
Kid next door.
He's obviously a little older here.
I'm sure we'll see Julian again in Halloween Ends.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know that, Tommy. Just assuming.
This whole scene right here is so cringe. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this part, man.
Yeah, it's just like because this is like, how did Michael get from like Laurie's house to the bar area that quickly? I do like the score playing here.
Yeah, the music's good. But then it starts playing freaking like classical music or something here in a second. I was like,
Figaro.
Yeah, what the fuck? I like this freaking score a lot, though.
Good old Huckleberry.
God, this is where shit really starts to go off the deep end, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. There it is.
Evil dies tonight.
Drink.
Oh, my gosh.
Eventually, we will do a drinking game of that because I am curious.
The music is good, though. Classic Carpenter.
Yeah, see, this is the Tommy I wanted. Like bat in hand, wants to tear shit up, but we just never really got that out of him.
No,
he was just like he was like all talk and no show.
I got this. What the fuck?
Figaro.
If there was any tension in the scene, they just depleted it right there.
Mm-hmm.
But this scene shouldn't even be here. I mean, this is the silliest thing I've seen since.
Yeah, and Michael doesn't change. Somebody pointed this out too. Michael wouldn't ever change the radio station either.
Fuck no.
And his driving's good. Is better than this guy's.
He was doing very well last night. That guy doesn't have any headlights on.
So that's a traffic violation.
Like, what's the point of this scene? Like, what?
I can't even begin to tell you now. Like, to me, this is just getting distracting from the story that we actually need to be telling.
Yeah, you can't. You can't tell me you couldn't use this runtime to show Michael doing more shit or any of the other main characters doing anything interesting.
Or give let like Karen Allison meet up at the bar to talk to the original cast and ask about like their backstories and all that.
As soon as I saw this, I was like, what the fuck are we watching right now? Now there's an umbrella. Is that the penguin from Batman?
It's Colin Farrell's penguin in the Batman trailer.
Night. That's so silly, man.
Okay, let me ask you this. How do you feel about this couple right here?
Love it. Big John, Little John, man. This is a highlight of the movie.
Love it. Blends look at you. You don't watch out. They'll you and shake you until you shout.
But how much have we bounced around? I mean, like how much we're all over the place. We've
I was
been
at like 3 times right now.
But not to mention we had the 3 or 4 different openings to start this thing. The fire, when you started off with the fire, you go to the hospital briefly, then you go back to the bar. You have this random ass sequence there. I mean, it's just nothing here is flowing. There's no story being told. It's just all over the place. And plus, you had him kill the other 2 people in the other house.
But yeah, I like this, like the couple right here, like Lil Jon and Big John.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
What?
Now here's the question though: which one's your favorite, Big John or Little John?
Well, sure, I'm gonna have to go with Lil Jon here.
God,
I want to get high and dance. Let's see here. Kyle says it just shows how the mob really loses their mind when we're talking about what that other scene meant.
Sorry, I got another freaking phone call here and it took my audio off. What did you say about the Big John, Little John? Who's your favorite?
No, I was telling Kyle saying it just shows how the mob really loses their mind when we were talking about that last scene.
It does, yeah, but it's just not a needed scene, in my opinion. I just don't think that helps the movie in any way.
I think Josh from Camp Blood Media said Tommy was a joke. And Byron with an interesting question. Do you think Scream 5 will be better than Halloween Ends next year?
I would say I think it's definitely going to be better than Halloween Kills. Halloween Ends, I actually think is going to be pretty good. I think they set it up here in this movie. You're going to be kind of starting a new story with that one a few years down the road. So I think that one's going to be pretty good. And I think it's going to have a satisfying ending. So I personally think I'm more looking forward to Ends, if that answers your question. But Scream looks pretty good from the trailer. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with Scream 5 just because my expectations for Ends has really lowered just because of kills. So my answer is Scream 5.
Hell yeah.
And see here. And Destiny says Big John and Little John are amazing. And I absolutely agree with it. Entertainment Wizard, what's going on, buddy? He says Scream 5 will be better. I am on the page with you on that statement.
Yeah, I think it might be a better movie. It looks good, and obviously, it's only the 5th movie in the franchise of a storyline that's still continuing from the original, so it has that going for it. But I still am really looking forward to Ends, just because I'm excited to see a new story, I guess, down the road, a few years down the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll say there's Hawkins right there. And unfortunately, if you pay attention enough right here, that you get to see Sartain's naked ass body.
Yeah, which is I'm calling bullshit again. They're not going to have these fucking bodies laying out in the middle of a open fucking window in the middle of a hospital where anybody can just look at them.
Yeah, especially
this happens later too.
Like they could have at least covered the lower half.
They wouldn't have them. It's just laying in an open room and in a general public area of the hospital. This is poor writing.
Even though I will say one tiny advantage is when Oscar's mom finds him.
Again, poor writing though. It's like he wouldn't just be laying there. When I saw that, it was cringe. I was like, come on. Timestamp me again, Daddy.
You got it here. 4108 9 10 11.
Cool. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit.
But yeah, and somebody brought this up too. They could have used, like, if they were going to have Allison stare at dead bodies, wouldn't you think that they would have her stare at Vicky's dead body and let her feel more emotion?
Yeah, or the other dude, right?
Yeah,
or something like that.
Shut up, Dave.
Barker, I think, again, was way underused in this thing. Really just said, yeah, I mean, he's the sheriff, for crying out loud. Why is he not more involved in the story. I think he really could have had a chance to in this movie to shine, I think, and be more involved out there looking for Michael. It's like the cops in this movie aren't doing anything. They're just all, there's a handful of them here at the hospital, but there's literally nobody out on the streets looking for Michael right now, and he's on the loose.
Yeah, just they got all like their thumbs up each other's asses and not doing anything.
Yeah, it's like in 78, we start off with the cops just going out looking for him. Here, they're not seen one time, which is totally
crazy.
Not buying it. Not buying it. I think.
And then we have instant forgiveness right here. Forgiveness.
Kyle said, "Did you hear Blumhouse wants to do Halloween 3 sequel? I would love that, man."
Oh yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
If we could get like a little Dr. Chalice nod.
Dr. Chalice.
Tom Atkins. Yeah, Dr. Chalice, man.
Dr. Chalice. He's a freaking...
Yeah. He's a doctor, man.
Dr. Chalice, man. He's probably friends with Dr. Gordon.
Really is, man. It could be. Yeah, I'm getting here. Barker sucks. Barker should have died. I
would have been okay with him.
Go ahead, Brad.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I would be okay with him dying, but if he was more involved in the story, and he gets involved in the search and whatever, that'd be cool. But I think he really could have been a good character utilized and make this thing flow a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, and Brad, and I'll even ask you this. Every time I see Barker, does he not look like Titus O'Neil from WWE?
Does he? I didn't even notice that.
Like, when you see him again, I want you to really think about it. Stop saying grandmother. Like, no one says grandmother.
Well, some people do.
I say grandma, nanny, grandma, mama.
Everybody has different names for their grandparents. I think that has to do with Mike. This is Josh here. I think that has to do with Michael's curse affecting Carrington. Carrington. But that's just Karen. But that's just my take on it.
And then Wolfman brings up a point here. This trilogy is like the new Star Wars trilogy. Great setup in Halloween 2018, Force Awakens, and then Halloween Kills makes many mistakes, The Last Jedi, but let's hope Ends is better than Rise of Skywalker.
I said that same... Sorry, Bert.
Oh, no, it's okay. We're just getting... We'll figure it out. We go back and forth. But I actually can see some similarities to that, but at least the Star Wars one, it didn't have the consistency of the director because Rian Johnson did the second one. But this trilogy of Halloween will always have David Gordon Green in his cast.
Yeah, I said the same thing actually in our spoiler-free review of this movie. It really had the Last Jedi effect on this trilogy, I think, to where nothing really progresses, and I mean, obviously things happen that, in this movie that, will change the flow of the story a little bit, but nothing really progresses in a way that sets up for a third movie outside of, the ending a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think this story is it's really not, the movie's not needed. Just like Last Jedi, you can go from Force Awakens to the Rise of Skywalker and not really miss a beat. And the same thing kind of happens here, I think.
Yeah, and even both movies of Kills and The Last Jedi have like a wasted 20 to 30 minutes. You know which scenes I'm talking about. Yeah,
and the same thing happens here. And it's all because at the end of the day, the movie's not needed.
Mm-mm.
I think this really stems because they decided to do a trilogy instead of just a sequel to 2018. So they had to have this kind of filler episode in the middle to make it a trilogy. And to get 2 more movies out of it.
You know what? And that I saw a tweet yesterday, and that's the best explanation I have of Kills. This is just an episodic episode where they combine like 6 to 8 episodes into one movie.
Yes.
See, and again, I wanted more Allison. That was another problem I had with this movie. I needed more Allison. This was supposed to be her movie to take her to the next step of her character, and we just didn't fucking get that.
I think she was a little bit more involved in the story here
Well, she
overall.
was, but like she could have been more there, But everything she was a part of, she did a really good job. Tommy, we need your phone number, sir.
Strength in numbers. Let's split up.
Yeah, there you go. Reminds me of Scary Movie 2. No, How come every time we say we split up? And then we focus on the bad for no reason.
Byron asks, "What's your favorite Strode? Least a favorite Strode? Favorite to least. Favorite to least. Favorite.
I would say H18 Strode was my favorite. Then H2O. Then 78. And then Resurrection last. And I know I'm missing some other ones, but I really don't count her performance in Halloween 2.
Are you referring to the favorite to least favorite Laurie Strodes, or of the three Strode women in this movie here, Byron? I was thinking that you were thinking of these three here, and mine would be.
Okay.
I mean, mine. Obviously, honestly, we have that connection with Laurie, so she's going to be number one, and then Karen's number three, and Allison's number two for me.
Number two. That would be mine too. And plus, a little secret here: I enjoy Scout Taylor Compton's Laurie Strode better than Jamie Lee Curtis.
Ooh.
I love this shot right here.
Yeah, I did too. This was done really well. This was from the trailer.
Ah, so great. See, and I love to me, this is easily out of the OG characters for strongest scene. This is easily the strongest scene from the original character of Lindsay Wallace, because she just springs into action.
Yeah, I really did like Callie Richards here, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was the best.
She was definitely my favorite of the returning characters. I thought Tommy was a disaster. Brackett didn't do anything. Neither Chambers doesn't even need to be here. I mean, let's get out of town here with this.
Mm-mm.
Good shot there, though.
Yeah, wasting bullets.
She's smart here. She's filling the sack of rocks up.
Yeah, because she's actually going to fight back, unlike some people I know in this movie.
Though, if I were her, since she already waited for everybody in the car to get fucking slayed anyway, you might as well just bolt.
See, she should just ran.
This just feels so random having Marion in the car with these people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, then this Critch line right here.
This music is freaking fantastic, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but why did the guy in the back seat help?
Nobody did shit.
Even I do love this right here where he just slowly tilts his head. Like, are
this
you
music
kidding me?
Yeah, I know.
Would you consider that an over-the-top kill?
Which I'm probably a couple seconds off. You talking about Marion or the nurse dude?
The nurse dude.
No. That was kind of cool.
This kill is big what the hell.
Listen to this music, though.
Shoot. I lost my shit with that particular kill with the nurse girl right there. God, again, the head tilt.
That was fucking nuts. Yeah, the way they used Michael in this scene is great. I do love this. That head tilt's perfect.
Yeah, I thought she was a goner right here, but then she was smart to mess with the mask. See here. Entertainment Wizard says, I like Lindsay, but I wish her chase scene went a lot longer.
I do too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing happened in 2018 with Allison.
Yeah, like when they played that badass score as Allison's running, you have Michael walking in the background, but they didn't even do that. To me, that was a big missed opportunity in Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
But again, I
this
love
is
the
fucking
cinematography
perfect.
here. Yeah, the
Yeah.
cinematography is spot on in this.
Oh, I love how dark he is here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nick Castle's breathing.
Yeah, this is done really well right here.
Oh, dude, Brad, Michael Myers just subscribed to our channel.
Hell yeah, man. That's a little scary, honestly. I don't know. Kill Brett first.
What? I've already died by Jason, like, how knows how many times.
Brett, where on earth is your Halloween Kills mask right now?
I am letting a friend borrowing it right now.
Oh.
It's a paper cut.
I'm gonna jump ahead a few seconds again. I saw a couple comments here. Sorry,
Yeah.
that scene was good. I kind of got sucked into the movie a little bit. Let's see. I know Camp Blood has said a couple things here that I was looking for.
Destiny said, I found this movie to be a lot more suspenseful than most of the Halloween movies.
It had a few moments. A few moments. Yeah, that's what he said. Brett! When you said you like freaking Scout Taylor more than Jamie Lee.
Well, it's true. I just find her. I find her more relatable.
She was annoying. Byron just got out of the theater. It was what I thought it was going to be. Awesome. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. Love it, man. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, Brad, real quickly, Destiny has mentioned this on her streams yesterday. This is a very underrated Allison scene.
Yeah, I think. Allison, I think, is actually done really solid in this movie. It's a highlight overall.
Like here, listening to the story about her dad right there and how she's breaking down. So Destiny, great job pointing this out.
Yeah, this is good. This is really good.
Now they're about to find more of Michael's art.
And again, that's another moment, kind of like earlier when Judy. I keep wanting to say Judi Dench, but it's not. Judy Greer is she was crying in the hospital. It's just adding a little bit to the peanut butter penis boy getting killed. Because we really didn't care at all in the last movie, so it puts a little emotional weight behind that.
What's up, Jay, man? How are you doing? And Red Rusty 66, what's going on, guys?
Red Rusty. Josh said that he loves Lindsay. So glad she didn't die in the playground. I agree. Actually, she really was. She stood out to as a solid, character to bring back in this one, man.
And I do hope she gets included in ends in some capacity.
I'm sure she's going to. I think that was
like intentional.
Yeah.
Damn.
And Byron was saying favorite to least favorite between the main three Strodes.
Oh, thank yeah, Lori, Karen, or Lori, Allison, and then Karen.
I get caught up a little bit. I just know I was into that scene there. He said, Mega Movie Z said, Judi Dench in Halloween wouldn't be bad, though. No, absolutely not, man. You could bring her in as Loomis's sister from back in the day or something, you know?
I guess, like you said earlier, how does Lonnie know Marion Chambers?
Yeah, I just don't know how Marion is like. She wouldn't. I don't think she would be actually with these characters. I just think it. I don't know. It wasn't an organic way to bring her back. But
Like she
Lonnie,
would be retired or something.
yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah. And Lonnie, but Lonnie though, I liked Lonnie here.
Mm-hmm. Lindsay is fucked up. Josh says, Brad, amazing idea.
With Judi Dench.
Shoot, Josh. And Mega Movie Cease even said Judy Ditch and Halloween wouldn't be wouldn't be bad though.
Yeah, I pulled that up a few minutes ago, Burt, man.
Oh well, screw my couch. Chat's going crazy on my phone again. Me and Brad really appreciate you all hanging out with us on this Sunday evening.
Absolutely, man. This we get a scene with Laurie here and Hawkins. I don't mind it. I don't mind actually, and we predicted this, kind of in all of our videos that Laurie was going to take a back seat in this story, and she very much does, and I'm okay with that.
And she was good in the scenes that she was a part of.
She was, and it's set up for her to be the main, the main focal point again and end. So I think it worked out nicely.
Mm-hmm. And then we get a mention of a Halloween alumni here. Say it. There it is. Ben Tramer.
Yeah, Ben Tramer.
Which I've been asking this question around. Do you think Ben Tramer's the father to Karen? Or do you just think that it's not really that important?
I don't think it's important. It could be, but again, that if that's the case, it's just going to be another moment of fan service that they're writing in. Just another kind of convenience.
And
it's really not relevant.
I bet you Ben Tramer shows up and ends.
He probably does. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I mean, who else is there to bring back?
There's Ben Tramer. No, actually, that would be the only one that you can legit bring back.
Yeah, Josh said he likes the Laurie Hawkins flirtation. I do too. It's nice, and again, it's kind of setting up for them to be more involved together in the next movie. I think this is a storyline in this movie that kind of built with 2018 that kind of it flows with the trilogy a little bit. It's an ongoing thing that's building from each movie, and I like that. It doesn't feel forced. It feels very solid.
Yeah, and I thought this logical question. How did Laurie wake up so quickly from her surgery? She would be passed the hell out, I would think.
Yeah, well, that's just another thing. They also have dead bodies just laying out on the floor in the hospital, man. It's just it's just what they do.
I just try to ignore that fact, but
yeah, she'd be done until at least November the 1st.
Yeah, on pain meds and everything. There's Oscar's mom.
Matt Fauci's in the house.
What's going on, man?
I wish they would have named this guy Hunt, though. Oh, I'm a few seconds behind again, Brett. I'm sorry. What's your timestamp again? My thing keeps.
No, you're good, man. I heard Peacock's have problems lagging. So it is, we're at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 9 seconds, 10, 11, 12. See, Sheriff Barker could have done something right here.
Yeah. There's really no need. Michael Myers is actively out in Haddonfield, and every cop the city has is here in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Does Barker look like Titus O'Neil?
I could see it a little bit.
Evil dies tonight.
Take a shot.
Oh, 4 years ago. Take a drink. Take a drink.
He's not wrong, dude. They're failing like an ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not properly trained in shooting. They're terrible at looking for people.
They're at the hospital, dude. Michael is out there. He slayed an entire fire department.
And now Lori's pissed. See, if I want badass Tommy right there. I did not want him to say that line.
This is all silly to me, man. This is all silly.
Pusky, I remember, Brad. They don't got a police force.
Hey, at least in Halloween 4, they wrote in the fact that Michael killed off the whole sheriff's department, and that's the reason there's this mob coming after him. In this one, the cops just don't do anything. They're here. They're not looking for him. No, so instead, there's a mob looking for him.
Hey, in kind of their defense, they're probably smart from staying away from Michael.
It just doesn't make sense. You know, there's no logic there.
Yeah, like video tasties. Right, I really wish we could, but for the sake of watch party and watch party rules, we have to watch it. He suggested, can we skip this part, please?
I would love to, my friend. Love to. What is this? This is morphine or whatever. She's about to die. That would kill you. She doesn't care, though.
See, I do like that little subtle hint that they threw in there for ends. Like, if I die, he has to die, too. They're, like, intertwined and connected. That's not what she's worth. Okay, what movie is this from? If anybody knows in the chat.
What?
Like the movie they're playing right now at John's house.
Oh.
Yeah, Wolfman, I totally agree. Tommy Doyle should know better as he actually knows what Michael looks like. Yeah, we're going to get there.
Don't even get me started on that. That shit just gets...
I know. It's going to rile Brad up, and we're trying to save it for the spoiler discussion.
Fled asked if we like the mob from Halloween Kills or 4. 4 all day.
Oh, 4 easily. Day. I love the Redneck Police Force. Like, I laugh every damn time where somebody shakes in the bush and they just start firing for no reason.
And it says, I mean, it says the same thing. It's telling the same, it's saying the same thing with that mob in Halloween 4, but it does it much more efficiently and makes a lot more sense. Yeah. The hospital scene is ridiculous. Michael Myers apparently looks like the Penguin. He does, dude. There's that umbrella earlier. He needs to whip that bad boy out and spin it around a little bit. Oh, God. Yeah, this is my problem here, Josh. The sheriff literally stood around the hospital the whole movie. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was not so much a commentary on inaction, but just lazy writing.
Mm-hmm. Like, this could have, like, easily, like, all been done in one scene, in my opinion. You know, like, with the kids and all that.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
Just go ahead and just get it out of the way. Even though, again, I enjoyed the Little John and Big John characters, especially what Little John's about. Like the little side joke they put in here. I'll point it out in a minute.
Yeah, yeah. Josh again says Halloween 1, 4, 5 all had great sheriffs, and I would go obviously Halloween 2 and the Rob Zombie ones as well. Brackett was a
Mhm.
strong point in those, and absolutely, absolutely agree. This is just he's been very underwhelming. Barker has in these two movies.
Look, Brad. Big John has a little knife. Little John has the big ass knife.
Oh, I know.
That's completely backwards. I wonder if they intentionally did that.
Of course, I'd say just get out of here, man. That's what I would
Yeah,
do.
like run.
I mean, I wouldn't be going up there with that little knife, you know. This
Oh
shit at
god,
the hospital is chaos.
yeah. We this is the part now where once you get the Blu-ray, you can skip
Skip.
this.
Yeah.
Literally, skip the chapter. This could be one whole big chapter you can skip.
And I honestly don't get why so many people are here to begin with, because it's not like obviously later in the night after the effects of this movie kind of kick in, yeah, sure, I can get that. But so far, like there's only been a handful of people killed in the night. So it doesn't really
Yeah.
make sense for this many people to be at the hospital freaking out.
Or when Michael gets beaten up by the mob on that street, he gets brought to the hospital. I can see them be all there.
Yes, but right now this doesn't make any sense.
It just makes Tommy look like the biggest idiot of all time in Halloween. And plus, how's this guy move so fast too? Because if it was Michael, he wouldn't be running. He would be
No, he also
slaughtering.
wouldn't be
He would be
wearing his
slaughtering them.
he also wouldn't be wearing his inmate outfit either with
Dadgummit. Okay, I will go ahead and tell you, Brad. Drinking game, bad idea. It would be a bad idea because you just had to take like 8 or 10 shots right there.
and there's really no need. They keep cutting back between this act. This is actually a good moment with the Johns here, and they keep cutting back to that
Yeah, and
hospital
it
bullshit.
ruins. Yeah, it
Yeah,
ruins the flow of the movie. Great, like excellent point. Little John, Big John. Yeah, Josh, I agree. It really does. Tommy is awful. Then again, he was annoying in '78 too. Really, well, he was a kid, so kids are supposed to be annoying, for the most part.
yes, and that's a good point too, Josh, about not mentioning Brackett and Howing too, because he doesn't do anything. That's good. That's a good point. He doesn't. I guess Hunt would be your deputy there that kind of took the role and still saw it.
Mhm.
But yeah, Brad Dourif was fantastic, man. I actually
Yeah.
prefer him over the OG Brackett here.
Same here again. And I've been seeing this on Killflix too, that people wanted Paul Rudd's Tommy in this movie. It would have possibly fit with how they went with the Tommy character,
Oof.
but to me, Paul Rudd would be a distraction in this movie.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh God!
Yeah, it's not good. That one's a little
Oh
bit extra, man.
yeah, it's like, did you just see that eye? For a split second, you can see the eye pop out. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was over the top.
not that I really care, but
Yeah, because
simplicity
again, it's
works.
Halloween. It's Halloween Kills.
Yeah, but sometimes simple stuff's just more effect. It's just more. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like Michael killing Bob. That scene.
Now, why the fuck
Nope.
is this guy? He missed a good opportunity to just run away.
Yeah. First, it's just saying you came home, and Michael's like, "Bitch, what are you doing in my sister's room?"
The music's good though. Back to the classic.
And then we're back to this bullshit.
What the fuck is this, man?
The-
This part isn't even. And they actually scored this out with some Michael music. This doesn't deserve this music.
No, not at all. Oh yeah, that's right. Carl brought up a good point, Brad. This is not the last time we'll be talking something Halloween this month because we got the Haddonfield Nightmare coming out in 2 weeks.
Ooh,
I know. I'm so excited for Braden's fan film, which is like a unofficial direct sequel to H2O. So it's super excited.
the music here is good. Dude, Barker is just what the fuck's he doing
Yeah,
here,
he's just
man?
standing there.
He's just a
Like he's
waste. What are you gonna do? Cancel Halloween?
well, yeah, you could.
This is so fucking stupid.
Well, it's sad, but again, it's not needed.
No, it's not that it's stupid. They're not gonna have that laying out.
And somebody pointed out too that where the dead bodies are will be on the very bottom floor in the morgue, not
Yeah,
on
they're not
like
gonna be in the middle of an open room, especially. Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Well, what are you telling Karen that for? Just go do something. Oh God.
This is such.
Oh yeah, what? Somebody brought. Yeah, what? How come Tommy didn't get arrested right there?
He should.
He just assaulted an officer.
He should. But there's no logic behind any of this. It's just totally no rules.
See, and that's where that guy should have had the umbrella like the pink one and just fly away.
That's what his goal was here in a little bit.
Didn't get very far. I did like this though, to kind of tell Lowry, "Hey, your whole theory is bullshit."
Do you think Halloween will be canceled in Haddonfield ends? And ends. Just like in Halloween 6. I could see that happening.
Okay, well, here's the thing with Halloween 6, with Halloween being canceled. I still saw people go trick or treating and having Halloween parties in Halloween 6. So that didn't make any sense to me. Loomis almost gone with the 7th shot.
But yeah, I could see that, Josh. That could be an interesting story point too.
Yeah, and they could have, but write that a better way with affecting the people in the town.
It needs to die.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man.
Okay, just want to make sure. I thought my mic cut out.
Needs to die.
Interest? You might in ends there, Lori. Welcome back, Miss Carter.
Byron wants to know who you prefer between Karen and Allison. Allison for myself, for sure.
Absolutely. To me, she is a more interesting, like easily a more interesting character, and a character you can really develop into a new set of movies if you wanted to go that way.
Absolutely.
Plus, Annie Matchek is a very talented actress too, because I saw her movie in Sun, and it was weird as hell, but she did a really fantastic job in it.
Yeah, she did pretty solid in that one, man. I can't even watch this right now. What's going on in the chat?
Yeah,
Miss Carter.
Yeah, tell us what's up, chat. So glad Josh says, so glad Paul Rudd couldn't do kills now. Absolutely agree. Because again, I think that would just be a distraction with him being a big time cast member.
Yeah, man, I think so too. And it's not neat. It's like it'd be cool. Obviously, I love Paul Rudd, but yeah, you're spot on there, Birdie.
But I would even say what Paul Rudd did with the Tommy Doyle character would have fit better in this movie.
Definitely. I think that Tommy was much better. I think
Agreed.
Even though the movie wasn't, a great movie by any stretch of the imagination, I think what they did with the character there was much more entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a timestamp again, Bert.
Timestamp?
Yeah.
Hour 17, 50, 51, 52.
Okay, cool. I'm a couple seconds ahead.
Okay, that's fine. Destiny said, I don't think Paul Rudd would fit in this, honestly. Yeah, absolutely. Like we touched upon that a little bit. Absolutely agree. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. You said Paul Rudd would. I don't think Paul would fit in this, honestly. Are you talking about like his Tommy Doyle character or the actor? Because we were saying like
Paul Rudd as Tommy. Bracket. This is still going on, Brett. I just want you to know this part of the movie is still going.
Well, it's
I don't
about
know.
to end here in like 2 minutes.
That's 2 minutes. This whole sequence should have been 0 minutes. 2 more minutes is unacceptable. And it's this whole freaking score here.
I do like the score, though, but again, why?
This is out of control.
But yeah, Destiny did say Paul Rudd as Tommy. And I can see that. Like,
yeah, Gareth, I feel nothing. Nobody does, because this doesn't what's even happening right here. This is a random dude they just dropped in this movie so they could drop him in this movie,
or just to do an effect.
And it gets slow motion, full score. What the fuck is this?
Ow. What's up, Erica? How are you doing? Thought I'd drop by in and say hey, enjoying the movie. We did enjoy this part of the movie.
Hey, Eric, how's it going? Yeah, we're at the bad part of the movie here.
Yeah, but we're about to get into something just a little bit better.
Like, what was that?
I don't know if we were about to see Sheriff Barker just sit there like, I can't believe I let this happen.
He says, how do we know it's not him? I'll tell you what did this better is Ben Tramer and Halloween 2, the freaking the dude in Halloween 4.
Yes.
This is a nightmare. This is a train wreck right here. And Barker's standing here. His hat's fucked up. What's he going to do next? We don't know.
Nope, that's the last time we see Barker in this movie, actually.
What a waste.
And then this is where we get the little cover up. Hey, this was the 70s, so I can actually buy this.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
What a shame, Gordon Ramsay. That's what Destiny said.
Bring him in here, man. No, Gordon Ramsay, Guy Fieri, none of those guys would be happy right now with what we're getting.
He would probably get 2 pieces of bread, get David Gordon Green, put the 2 sandwiches into his head, goes, who's an idiot sandwich?
Like, and you think you had this in here in lieu of character development or Michael tearing shit up. There's so many better things you could be doing.
Yeah, and what's confusing is he did excellent job with characters in 2018, Why did he take such a step back with some of them?
Yeah, we do, because we've heard this story already.
I know, like 6 times. What's up, Ben Barada? Hopefully, I pronounced your name right. Welcome to Good Will Hunting in the chat. The dialogue written for this movie was borderline insulting. Also, all of the member berries was way too much.
Yes, I agree with that, man. The dialogue is atrocious throughout, and yes, I agree about the member berries as well.
And then Entertainment Wizard just said this movie was written by a 5-year-old. Maybe it was Julian.
Maybe it was a 6-year-old.
6 years.
And that's really my biggest issue with it, is this, the writing overall, man. I just think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you had like, what, Brad, 2 years to write this script?
Well, no, they started filming it about a year after Halloween 2018 came out.
Okay, so like they had a year. See, I wish they would have like taken a break and then just had time to like really develop the script.
And I really think what the culprit of this all is the fact that they planned out, a trilogy. They wanted to make this 3 movies, and at that point, there's not a lot of story left to tell in this storyline. They could have done it all in one movie easy, but they wanted to make more money and make 2 movies instead. So now you got this kind of filler episode here with a bunch of stuff that you really don't need.
Yeah. And I think from what I've recently heard that the script is getting finalized for Ends, and they're going to start shooting in January in Savannah, Georgia.
Yes.
So Brad, you should go ahead and be down there and be and volunteer as an extra.
I'll do it.
And then you invite me to the premiere.
Now, don't, Gareth. Come on, now. Let's not get too ridiculous. Come on.
Whoa,
Black Christmas 2019.
Hey, I think that was a joke because that was our very first watch along on this channel.
I know.
Which I apologize. I picked up the wrong movie. Stay in the car.
Yeah, I agree. Entertainment Wizard says if they wanted to do a movie with just Michael being the main character, fine. Design the movie around Michael, have him stalking the victims, and build up tension like to the kills. And have build up to the kills. I don't know where tension came from. I made that up. But yeah, I agree. I mean, do that. This movie doesn't know what it wants to be. It bounces around so much between so many different storylines and different characters, and none of it flows. It's all over the place.
And then Erica says, okay, biggest beef with this movie, the mob bit, too long, doesn't make sense. Tommy was disappointing. The dialogue can get cringy. And then Karen didn't die until the last minute. Sorry, my comment has spoilers. It's okay. We've been talking spoilers throughout the entire thing anyway. But I absolutely agree with Erica's comment.
I do too, man. I totally agree with that. And we'll get to the Karen thing here in a little bit. But yeah, all that stuff is very true.
Hated the ending, and yeah, we're gonna get to it, but I absolutely hated the ending.
I didn't mind the ending. I just think it could have been better still. I mean, I like the idea they went with to set up for Ends, but it just, honestly, it didn't carry any weight for me.
Yeah, it's just the execution was poor.
Yes. And this guy, look at this guy. Look at Lonnie. As much as I actually did enjoy his character in this movie, make up your mind. I mean, he brought these kids along to hunt down Michael and didn't care to do that. But when it actually comes time to hunt down Michael, he's like, all right, stay here. I'm going to go do it. Like,
strength in numbers, man. Why they come? Yeah, strength in numbers. Aim for the bushes.
Like, if you didn't want to have them involved, leave them at the hospital.
Yeah, then again, I had a logic question here of how Allison just immediately learned how to use a shotgun.
Well, her grandmother is
Laurie Strode. Okay, you're like the 100th person that just said that. I'm like, yeah, but I bet she doesn't go over there just to practice.
I'm sure she's been taught a thing or two. when Granny's got her for the weekends, I totally
I'm
see
pretty
that.
sure. I'm pretty sure that would not be the case.
You saw her in 2018, right? She totally, and they kind of had those little secret meetings like at the high school and stuff. I totally could buy it.
Okay, see that I can. That actually makes a little sense. That pumpkin's not doing so good.
Oh, come on.
And Chad, if somewhere in this world, if you're listening or get to see this, they actually do a little Halloween Resurrection, a tiny nod coming up here, and I'll point that out when it's time.
I like how he puts the music on for him.
Yeah, because like happy music and some dark shit, I always love scenes like that.
What's your timestamp too? I don't know how far off we are, but I've
Oh,
had to
you're good.
buffer.
I'm hour 28, 17, 18, 19.
Damn. Okay, cool. I'm back.
You're back, baby. I know. Desi just said, "Oh no, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. We'll get through this together, everybody."
This is like in the first Strangers when they put on the music on the record player.
Oh yes.
Great moment.
Now, Dick, we can't skip scenes. We just ignored Gareth's request. Now we gotta ignore Desi's request. Can we please skip this scene?
No way.
Brad, oh, come on. Thank you, man. Desi, when I do this, that means it's over for the particular thing coming up.
It's not good. It's not good.
All right, Brad, or everybody. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the exact moment. Okay, right here. This is the little nod for Howling Resurrection with the attic.
Oh yeah, good call. Hey, what's Allison even doing right now?
She's checking on Big Little John. Big
But
John,
they're
Little
dead
John.
as fuck, right? So why is she still doing that?
I have no idea. Oh! And we get another badass score with Allison and Michael together.
Yes.
See, at least Allison's fucking fighting.
Yeah, she came to freaking party, man. She's strong in this one, man. I really do think she was a standout.
Yeah, she broke a leg.
Just like Lori did. Oh gosh. Allison, Cameron.
Oh,
Come on.
God, it's just like Michael needs an audience for someone to see his work. And this is just like when we start liking Cameron again.
I actually really do like what they did with this character in this movie, though. I mean, he was such a douchebag in the last one, and just to kind of have him get a little bit of redemption, I think was a good call.
But I actually forgiven his actions in Halloween 2018 because I kind of blame the alcohol for it.
Blame it on
alcohol.
Yeah, Andy Manichek's killing this right now. Good callback to 78.
Mm-hmm.
She's here just like her grandmother was before her. Now she's a true Jedi. This music I didn't notice the other day. This is great.
Mm-hmm. This is Rampage. Okay, it's over. I know.
I'll tell you what, Destiny. Cameron's never going to be the head of a major corporation.
Brad, take it. Because I wanted to say a pun too, but I stopped myself.
Maybe he's going to have some twisted lemonades.
If ain't Karen, saving the day.
Honestly, Allison's the biggest winner of this movie, I think.
Yeah. Curve stomp.
And then let's just leave him there because he needs to rest.
Yeah, like that's a good idea. Oh, and we're going to take his mask.
Don't bother with that. You have a fucking pitchfork, dude. Let's just stab the fool. You know that Lori would have taught her to finish the job, because she failed so many times.
Matthew, new to the chat and to the channel, what's going on? Loved Allison in this movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I was saying, I think she's the biggest winner of this thing.
Mm-hmm. And I hope she gets even a bigger role in Ends, which I think at this point she will. See, and I don't mind this scene right here showing Michael's face because they tried to blur it.
Yeah, they didn't actually show anything any more so than they did in 2018, so I don't have any issues with it.
What's up, Darren from the Slaughter Lamb saying Evil dies next year. Let's hope so. And then Destiny said he didn't get the chance to shoot. Michael literally ambushed him, talking about Cameron. Evan Destiny's also been a defender of Cameron since 2018. Yeah, I know I'm a little late on the train.
He was definitely much better utilized in this movie. I just think he didn't have anything going for him in the last one. He just kind of left and never showed up again.
Mm-hmm. I guess we just assumed ahead of time. Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm going to get in trouble. I promise I didn't mean that. Oh, see, there's gotcha number 2. Which Karen's first gotcha was better than this gotcha.
I like this sequence, the build up to the sequence so much, but then it just kind of doesn't pay off for me.
Oh no.
This is the fucking stupid.
Oh, pay attention too, because a girl in this mob is holding an iron. Yeah, there's Iron Lady.
A hockey stick, a fucking iron. And who says that? Brackett coming in here. That's not dialogue you'd be saying. I know it's a callback to 78, but that's not, you don't come in and say that when you're about to put the beat down on everybody's entitled to one good scare. That doesn't make any sense. Why would he say that? That's one thing he said 40 years ago. That's one thing he said 40 years ago. That doesn't make any sense in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
But the score here and Michael putting his mask on is badass. If he would have just slayed everybody here, that would have been fucking epic. John Wick, everybody here, that would have been badass.
But again, I think Michael's just toying with him at this point.
No, he's getting his ass beat pretty bad.
Intentionally.
Why would you intentionally get your ass beat, Bert? He just got shot 6 times.
False sense of security and for wearing them out. Let them wear themselves out. Muhammad Ali technique.
I think it would have been cool if he just puts the mask on, you play that score, amp it up to 11 on the score, and then he just fucking slays them all John Wick style. That would have been badass.
Mm-hmm. I think they could have had the whole Michael versus Tommy standalone scene.
Yes, but this was silly because this is... Now they beat him down once again, and they're giving him a chance to rest, just like Judy did a minute ago. Like, what was the pay? There was no payoff in that. None of this.
Mm-mm. Again, after this beating, he could have gone to the hospital and created a whole mob scene at the hospital. I do love this speech.
They should have skipped all this and just went to slaying everybody. Karen as well, right? Right there. It would have been cool. But actually, the speech is fine. It's a good speech.
It's a good transition speech to the ends.
Right, but they use this over, like, this is this is what's playing when Michael slays. Michael slaying shouldn't be just a visual thing going on while somebody's telling a story. That should be the story. You know, that should be what the fuck we're focused on. So I think it would have been much better served for him to slay everybody in the last sequence.
And this is Payback too on the soundtrack.
And all these close edits and we don't know what the fuck's going on. I think this could have been such a cooler scene if you just let it play out.
And like you could have like this was happening like across the street too. So how come nobody is hearing this commotion right now?
Still no cops there, mind you. But this scene, I think, is just a wasted opportunity for what could have been the coolest, most brutal scene in the history of Michael Myers.
Mm-hmm. And like kind of like they should have played this like the firefighters, you know, like because that was extended and we saw details, but we just saw clips.
Right. Yeah. Right here is just a bunch of close-ups. We have no idea what's even happening or who he's slaying. When Tommy dies, there's no weight here because it's just it's playing while this monologue's going on.
Mm-hmm.
For David Gordon Green has done a great job, directing so far, but I think this scene is one that could have been improved.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Michael pulling out his Negan skills. And we're about to introduce one of the biggest problems I had with this movie.
Yeah, Entertainment Wizard, I agree. It was just edited badly, man. Like, that could have been so cool.
And Matthew says, why would Karen go into the house? I think she isn't dead. I will get to that in one moment. Because I've been hearing that too.
I think this whole ending sequence, not just the mob scene, but all of this is edited to shit. I mean, it doesn't.
See, we're getting a little bit of a little nod to the 78 death of Judith with Karen.
This is Darth Vader and Luke talking to each other through the Force at the end of Empire Strikes Back. That's what it is.
And see, Karen didn't even put up a fight.
Well, she was surprise attacked. Judith didn't put up a fight either.
And that is Halloween Kills, ladies and gentlemen.
That could have been way better, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Just to me, a lot of missed opportunities with this movie.
Yeah, I think that ending could have been way better with better editing, which is really inexcusable because you had so much time to edit this thing. Which I'm sure they didn't touch it after the delay and everything, but you could have, it could have been changed around.
Yeah, but to go back to the point Entertainment TV made of, I think she isn't dead. No, it's Michael Myers. Karen's dead. But if it's kind of like if Sartain tried to kill Hawkins, he failed just because again he wasn't Michael, but Michael killed Karen, so Karen is definitely dead. So Judy Greer is officially done with Halloween. Yeah,
I think Karen's definitely dead for sure. I don't think there's any way they bring her back. I think that's really the build up for the next movie. There's at least now going into ends, we're going to have a little bit of an emotional backing for Laurie here to kind of get that revenge on Michael for killing her daughter. So I do like that setup there. I think because after we go ahead a few years, she's going to be more obsessed in 4 years than she has been over the last 40 years. At this point, to try to find Michael and kill him once and for all, because of now it's personal to her, even more so than it already was.
Yeah, exactly. And what's up, the weird one? sorry, the weird one, slinging sharpshooter. Welcome to the channel, my friend. The ending was super rushed, in my opinion. Yeah, and that was the thing too. It was rushed, and to me, it was just all of a sudden, without actually having time to build, to like for Karen's death to mean something. Because what I would have done is have Karen died protecting Allison, and then Allison holding Karen in her arms, and then you could end the movie like that.
Yeah, it would have been much cooler, and there would have been more weight behind it. I just don't think the ending of the
Exactly.
movie should have been background noise essentially for this. I mean, this monologue, which was a good speech. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked it. From Jamie Lee was going on while all this big shit in the ending was happening, and that shouldn't be the case. Like all this stuff should be the story that what the main thing you're focused on. Michael slaying that whole mob. He never should have been beaten down. You know, he should have just put the mask on and destroyed them all, and then killed Karen, and then you know cut to let's get out of this.
Yeah. So it's just I don't know, man. I really don't. So right before we rate this bad boy, do you have like any final thoughts on Halloween Kills?
It doesn't make sense. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's it. It just doesn't make sense because really, what got resolved in this night? Now, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that Michael won at the end, really setting this up as the darkest chapter of this trilogy. I like that a lot. And you know, I don't think we've seen a movie period where he actually wins the day, and you know, he's left standing at the end. You know, you've had him breathing and maybe his eyes open up in resurrection, things like that, but you know, he actually won this battle here, and he's the victor of this movie. I like that aspect a lot, but nothing in this evening got resolved. Like after all of that, Michael's still on the loose, and Allison's still in trouble, and you know, Jamie's still at the hospital. Nothing really changed in the whole story here, the dynamic of the story. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but I think it is a good setup for ends, and I'm excited about it still.
And then how would you rate this after your second watch?
I'm still going to go roll with a 3 on the rating. I mean, I don't think it's a horrible movie as much negative as I said about it for the last hour or so since the hospital scene. There's a lot of fun to be had with it. Michael is at his best, honestly. Especially, I think he's actually improved in this over 2018 with the way he's used with the cinematography and the lighting and the way he looks and the moves, and he just continues to improve with that. The story is just a fucking mess, or lack thereof, I guess I could say.
Yeah, and my final thoughts, again, like I said just a couple minutes ago, just a lot of missed opportunities. But when they get things right in this movie, like, with the flashback scene and Michael Myers being brutal and James Jude Courtney's performance, spot on. But when it's bad, my God, it's bad. Like, and you could just rewatch this. It's just about how much we complained on the certain bad things in this movie. It's just awful. But again, this movie is not the worst in the franchise. So I hate when people because I've seen a couple of lists where they have Halloween Resurrection over this movie. It is not even close to being that bad, but it's definitely going to be right in the middle of my list. And I will always give this movie at least a 3 out of 5. It might grow over time, just depending on how Halloween ends. It maybe can go up a little more. It all just depends. But I would think it would not go any lower than a 3.
Okay. Yeah, man. I think I'm at a 3. I think that's probably the ceiling for this thing for me. I just don't it's a fun time. Like, I don't hate the movie. It's very disappointing because there's potential here for this to be honestly, there's potential for this to be the best. If this would have followed what we kind of got a glimpse of in the story from the trailer, and really just kind of followed the story in one cohesive, story timeline, or whatever, I think this thing really could have been cool in a great way. And some tweakings with the ending and not bouncing around as much, and take out this hospital stuff. You really could have had something really cool here. So for me, it's just more disappointing than anything, because I think the groundwork is there for a really badass movie, and they botched it. I think it's like when you get the pun on the first drive of the game, and then you muff it. It's kind of like that. So
yeah, don't remind me of that bad from last night. But let's read some quick comments before we exit on out of here. See, Erica says, even with its issues, I still think this movie was great. It still brings so many great things. And you're right, it does bring great things, but it also brings a lot of bad things too.
Yeah, I agree.
And then they're probably going to go into the supernatural side of Michael and Halloween Ends. And yeah, I feel like with Laurie's speech about how the more he kills, the more he transcends, I think they're finally going to play a touch upon that he is officially supernatural versus being human.
Yeah, I think they're still going to follow the same kind of thing they've been doing for the last couple movies, to where you're not sure. That's a question left unanswered, and I think, he's been beat to hell in these last couple movies. I think you're still going to see the effects of that, and I definitely think they're going to stay with the same consistency that they've had here in the first couple movies.
Mm-hmm. And Entertainment Wizard says, I found Halloween Resurrection more enjoyable. Chad would be very happy to hear that comment.
It's all a matter of perspective. I think that's the first Halloween movie I saw in theaters. Resurrection.
Well, damn, that sucks. But
I had a good time.
But this would be the perfect comment to end on, because this is a great thought. If Halloween Ends absolutely sucks, does it ruin this entire trilogy? I would say if it's not good, it would ruin the trilogy. But
Yes.
like money wise, it will be a success because people are going to go see it regardless. But I would say from a story perspective, it has a chance. If Halloween Ends does not deliver on a proper conclusion, I would officially call this trilogy a dud. If we're going to go with right now, I would say it's a dud right now.
I just think at this point it's unnecessary, and I think, if Halloween ends up sucking, I think you're definitely going to have a trilogy that wasn't needed. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to complain if they're making the movie. So I mean, I'm always happy to see Michael back and everything. So I think that's great. But yeah, I think the trilogy is pretty much done for. Obviously, if End sucks, at the end of the day, it's going to be in the same kind of level as some of the older ones, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And guys, again, that is our watch party for Halloween Kills. What we got coming up is we got the spoiler discussion video that we're going to be doing for Halloween Kills. So we go into more detailed about what we just saw. And then you will also hear Brad and Chris's full thoughts on the spoiler talk for Halloween Kills. And then we'll have our Daniel Craig Bond ranking video coming up soon. We'll have another Slash It Out episode coming out soon. And very important, next Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, we'll be doing our first ever live Slash It Out, and it'll be a tag team style, where Brad and Matt Fauci will be defending the Halloween franchise, while me and the J-Man Jason Knight will be defending the Friday the 13th franchise, and we'll have special guest Destiny Faulkner, as you saw in the chat, being the special guest moderator for that great battle. And then on October 31st, we'll be doing a live premiere video of the next Pennywise skit.
Woo! Looking forward to it. It's all going to be great. So yeah, that's going to be good. Halloween Tonight He Met It, October 31st release date. Be here for that. You're going to enjoy it. It's coming together nicely.
And remember, guys, evil dies tonight.
Oh my gosh.
All right, working out here. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you all have a great day, and peace out.
Happy Halloween, Michael.